Did you ever look back and think, like, did I make the right choice?
Yeah, I do that all the time. I do that all the time. What convinces me that I did make the right choice is that, like I said, I would have been a terminal major. I would have been in charge of the parking lot at Redstone Arsenal somewhere. I would have been so far away from the troops that it wouldn't be funny. And so I think I did make the right choice because my dad, I didn't know at the time, but my dad only had a few years left to live. And so I'd even turned down, I'd actually gotten hired by diplomatic security, the folks that guard State Department officials when they go overseas. I'd even turned down a deployment to Yemen to stick around the family. As my mom went from being dark-haired when I first left for Iraq and I came back, she was already white. Her hair was white as snow.
Oh my goodness.
And when I was talking about going to Yemen with DS, my dad was like, "You sure you want to go back to the Middle East so soon?" I was like, "No, sir, I am not so sure." And so I ended up calling him and getting out, and I'm glad I made that choice because I got to be with him. I started teaching here right after, but at least I got to be with him, you know, because he died whenever he turned, he just turned 80. I think he'd been 80 for about, when he turned 80 sometime in September, and then he died in October. 3-time cancer survivor, and massive cardiac arrest is what killed him. He had a long, full life. So, and I was there for the remaining years that he had. So I was glad about that.
That's good. And you returned home to Godly to be with him?
Yeah, I was living down here. I'd already moved. When I got the job down here, I moved down to Stephenville, but they were still living at the old place up in Godly.
Was your family excited to have you back home?
Yes, that would be an understatement. My mom especially. Yeah, everybody was tickled.
That's good.
Yeah.
How was your adjustment to civilian life?
Terrible.
Terrible?
It was horrible. Emptiness, constant emptiness. Felt like it didn't belong. Just, it was awful. It still is sometimes. It's still, I don't know.
What made you feel like you didn't belong?
I don't know, it's like everybody else, you know, everybody I went to high school with got married, had kiddos, you know, lived the traditional life. I never did any of that. I was deployed, or I was a student, and then I was in academia, and then I was back on active duty, and then I was deployed again. I don't know, I just feel like there was another way my life could have gone, and my life went this way. And now, you know, I don't know, it's weird.
A fork in the road.
All my friends, you know, they kind of lived traditional lives. The friends that didn't, my closest friends that I was deployed with, you know, we all have, you know, a commonality, a bond. But my friends here, you know, it doesn't make them less friends. They're still dear friends of mine, but it's just different.
Absolutely.
You know, I feel like an oddball. A little bit.